Hey, good morning. This is Stephen Fluke with Zillow Home Loans, and this is the Mortgage Minute. This week, I wanted to go over FHA loans again. I know there's a lot of FHA is looked at with a little bit of disdain in some pieces of the market, so just wanted to go through some of the things I've heard about FHA. So the number one issue is the appraisals are more strict. That's a yes and a no. So you're more likely with an FHA loan to have to repaint a windowsill or door frame or something goofy like that on the outside of a house. Will a conventional loan approve a property that an FHA loan will not approve via the appraisal? No. Most of the time it's a safety issue, so there's a missing floorboard, this part of the house is dilapidated. That's not going to go through conventional or FHA. So that is yes and no, but usually it's a no. It all depends on the appraiser and how finicky they are with the property. The other piece is the buyer is less qualified with an FHA loan. Not really. The debt to income ratio is higher on a FHA loan, so you're able to have more expenses, less pay, that sort of thing, and we are able to have lower credit scores. But because you have that larger margin for error on an FHA loan, it is easier to save a loan with the FHA typically compared to conventional, just because you do have wiggle room in there. You can have a lower credit score, you can have a higher debt to income ratio. So if there is a oops on the buyer's part, I forgot to tell you I had this debt, we have some wiggle room in there that we can play with. The only time where absolutely necessary to go with an FHA or a conventional loan over an FHA, with two times. Condo is not approved with the if a condo is not approved with the FHA, then and is approved conventional, absolutely, there's no way around that. Or if the buyer has a large down payment, 20% or more, FHA will have mortgage insurance for 11 years, even if you have a 50% down payment. Anything over 10%, you have 11 years worth of mortgage insurance. Anything less than 10% is life of the loan. So if you have a 20% or more, we absolutely want to go conventional at all costs to save you the cost of the mortgage insurance. But really, that's the only instance where I'm dead set on conventional. But that's it for this week. We will be around over the extended weekend. I hope you enjoy your weekend, and if you need anything, let me know. All right, talk to you soon. Bye.